Finally, more snow. Camera isn't really picking that up, but we're getting really big flakes of snow now. Snowmobiles are sitting down there getting covered. Just look at that. There's even more now. We got some stuff here. We got former gasket sealant. These are all this stuff is Permatex, so that's good. We got valve grinding compound, and we got a valve lapping tool. Like I said, all this stuff is Permatex, which is the best, which I think, in my opinion, is the best. Alright, so the things I was thinking of doing on this update were lapping the valves, doing a little bit more milling or resurfacing on the heads with glass and valve grinding compound. Because there were a few comments saying that, well actually there was one that suggested that you use glass and valve grinding compound because it's really flat, and first of all, this is actually made for engines and stuff, so I didn't do the sandpaper very much for resurfacing it, so I thought I could just do a little bit more to get it as flat as I can and most professional as I can. See, I just take a little bit out like that, just cover my finger in it. Stuff is cool, it's really metallic. And then first I probably want to clean it. Should have cleaned it first before I dip my finger in it, but okay. Then I just kind of put it on there. Probably don't want too much. So I'm doing, I'm just kind of taking it and going in circles like that. Alright, so that did a way better job. You can see on the edges. So yeah, that did a lot better job. Especially around the edges, it's nice and smooth. There's not really any marks, it's just all nice and flat. Alright, so now we're going to go on to lapping the valves. Alright, so I'm going to take the valve out here. And I'm going to put some compound on it. That was probably way too much. And just drop it in. I'll put the suction cup on here. Alright, let's just start twisting. I did it for about 30 seconds here. And one thing I'll note is if the top of the valve is got like carbon buildup or anything on there, the tool will not stick. The suction cup will not stick to the valve. It'll just kind of fall off right away. So what you want to do is take sandpaper or a really light wire brush and just kind of clean the top of it, and make sure you keep it away from the sides here. I'm going to do a little bit more. And take your rag and wipe off the compound. And you'll see that it has, you can see there's like a little gray line around it. You can see that it creates a groove, so it's perfectly seating inside there. You can also look at your actual seat. Okay, so we got all the valves nice and lapped. Made sure I got all the lapping compound out of there. Now what we're going to move on to is I'm going to try to do something. I'm going to try and port or polish the ports here for the intake. I'm not really worried about the exhaust. Alright, so I did a little bit of porting here. Actually, not porting or milling, polishing. You can see if I can get the right lighting. It's a lot better than it was. Here's the one that I haven't done. Like that. I couldn't really get deep inside there, but first I took the Dremel, and there's this little, like a polishing tool. I went over there, that didn't seem to really work well, so I took this little wire wheel, put it on there, and then lightly kind of went back and forth, kind of going like this. I don't know, something like that, but looks pretty good. These heads are pretty much almost done. I just have to clean them up, because you can see they got a little bit of dirt in them. Like over there, there's some dirty oil even. But on the outside, they're really dirty, especially right there. I have to try and get that off. I was going to try and do that with the soda blaster, but I don't think I'm going to do the soda blaster anymore. I think I just want to get this engine back together, and then you can scrub a few things off. Okay, so I'm going to do this other one now.
Wait, we all miss a tree right now?
Alright, so I got the heads clean inside with a paintbrush and a little bit of gasoline. I still haven't gotten parts cleaner, so I couldn't wait. I just needed to clean them. So now what I'm going to try to do is try to put the valves back in. Alright, so I didn't only put the valves and the valve springs in. You can see I had a kind of a hard time with the last one, but I got it in now. I also got the rocker arms in. These heads are pretty much done. Besides, you know, when I put everything together, I can clean the outside because I don't want to get any oil or crap in the inside. I just cleaned them out, so. See, I put oil on every single surface that meets. I might even squirt a little bit more in there. But maybe just WD-40 or something like that, but. Yeah, those are on. You have a valve cover. You can just sit it right in there like that.